Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. We gotta talk about this. So, what we're looking at here is the pre-stream broadcast, 10th anniversary part 2. They're bringing back a lot of older events. This is a thing that they're doing. One of them that they're bringing back is going to be this event right here. It is the Popo Training in the Clouds event, right? So this was a old school event that was kind of similar to the Roshi event, I guess, sort of. I mean, not as good. The rewards weren't as outright in your face, and link leveling was not a thing, but it's just kind of like an old school version of that, sort of. It's maybe a lazy comparison, but just one that can be made. So they're bringing this back. Now, one of the big things about this, there's an item we're going to be able to get. The Proof of Mastery item. I could actually go to Proton's. I probably should do this quickly. Just go to one of the data download threads right here. And then we're looking for this item right here. This is it. So we're going to be able to do this event over and over and over, and it's going to drop this item. By the way, this event is going to function as a better version of the Natade Village. So you could take any characters that need to be link leveled, and you just do this event over and over and over. I would heavily encourage all players to really take advantage of this and to grind this event, your characters you want to link level, as much as you can. I promise it is worth it. But, let me just rewind a little bit and let's see what they're talking about. So the comedians are like, yeah, like, we want Dragon Stones, right? Like, everyone is like, oh, yeah, we love Dragon Stones. For sure. So they go on to explain, there's currency we can get from it. But this line coming up is what's very intriguing about this. Among the exchangeable items, EX skill orbs that can be equipped to characters who will undergo EZA during the 10th anniversary campaign period. Hard stop. And then there's, Bond of Parent and Child and Final Trump card drop rate bonuses, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Characters that could be EZA'd during the 10th anniversary is what is said, right? Now, actually, I gotta pull up the Dokkan data site, and I could quickly just kind of connect the dots. Hang on. Alright, now, Super EZA, Super Vegeto has already gotten his Super EZA. Nothing shocking there. We got some equips. Is this anything that maybe I would think about using? I mean, defense doesn't really do much for him. Super EZA Vegeto. This guy right here. I guess if you're under 50% HP, so you're guarding, and then, he's got his natural 40% damage reduction, I guess maybe at that point. I do like crits on him. I don't know that I personally would use these. Like, if they gave us a crit and a dodge, that would be pretty fire. So he has equips. This GT Goku has equips. Okay. And then this AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta. So now we gotta talk, because are they saying that these two guys are gonna EZA? Which leads me to want to bring another thing up. Alright, so we have the updated roadmap here, courtesy of Toonrami. He makes it look very nice, so I'm going to use his. So, here's what we're looking at right here, right? Okay, so let's break this down. So, this will be LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, 7th anniversary EZA. Same with this. LR Gods, 7th anniversary EZA. Saiyan Saga LRs, maybe we just assume Kaioken Goku Grid at Vegeta, maybe EZA at the same time as them. All 4 7th anniversary LRs, just EZA at the exact same time. Is that what we're to take that means? Possibly. So that's all that. Super EZA Tech Cell is one of these two. Who knows what the other is? EGL Trunks, Int, Super Saiyan 2, LR Gohan, LR Goku and Gohan, the Golden Week character from the Cell games, maybe. And then we also have this part 2 TUR right here, which is probably going to be Veku, right? Which is going to be on the banner with Gogeta. So, there is no slots for Blue Vegeta. There is no slots for GT Goku. So, I mean, it at a certain point, it became kind of obvious that they might be expanding on this, but that's what I'm getting at here. There's probably going to be more than this here. So, I think that's going to happen. I was expecting that, but I was thinking EX part. right? Like, oh, for the EX part, you know, they'll, you know, one of the last reveals or something like that, they'll slide it in. There'll be, you know, a couple of characters that will EZA from the EX part. But now I just wonder if that's not all there is, and there might even be more, right? So I'm gonna go under the assumption right now. We know, you know, he's already got a super EZA, so we know his is done. I'm gonna work under the assumption that these two are gonna EZA. That this guy's gonna EZA and this guy's gonna super EZA. Now, I think, oh, Misaka actually has a super EZA chart. Let's pull that up as well. Hold on. Here we go. Here's Misaka's super EZA chart. So this is the order. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So they get colored in as, oh, I actually want to turn my zoom down a little bit here. Okay. So they get colored in as they EZA, right? So, like, we've skipped over Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Tech Gold and Frieza should be coming up soon. Remember, Tech Cell, we know he's going to EZA during the 10th anniversary. He's one of those, like, not confirmed, but it's like 99%, right? So he's there. Where is Blue Vegeta? Yeah, Blue Vegeta would be, like, down here, because it's kind of goes in order, right? It goes in order. So remember, I'm going to use Nanogenics terminology here. JP is the canon timeline. These are 2021 EZAs we're working through right here, right? Like, Hit is the end of 2021, end of 2021, all these guys. Blue Vegeta is a Saiyan Day of 2022 EZA. He EZA'd when Int Majin Vegeta came out. So if this would continue on, Blue Vegeta would be like in like this period right here or something like that. So like, I mean, you guys see they're skipping a lot, but during anniversary is when they sometimes will do this. Like they'll go way ahead for like to get a special character in there just to fit it. So I think it's a bit of a stretch, but I don't think it's impossible that this guy will super EZA. And I think that would be good. Because giving STR Evolution Blue Vegeta help however we can should be a priority. Because he is, regardless of what anyone wants to say, he is a 10th anniversary Part 1 LR. Right? And, I mean, it's much better. Those characters are supposed to dominate the entire year. And, I mean, I got bad news, and that's that Vegeta is probably not going to. But, I mean, who knows? We look at AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He allows people to cope much easier. Because no matter what, you could always just say, well, we'll get an AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku type character. Like, people will say that for any situation. Right? So, you know, it could happen. All right, now this guy, let's talk about him for a second, would be huge. Huge. Hold on. We'll finish talking about Vegeta first. Since I went on this long thing, we'll finish talking about him, and then we'll save the GT Goku for last. We could look at what this guy does. So, funny enough, I mean, he is similar. He's very similar to STR Evolution Blue Vegeta. He transforms via his passive, which means they could just buff that, right? Like, active skills at the moment still can't be touched. This can. This guy could easily just simply get buffed, period. So that would be really, really good. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. When we talk about EZAs, I see this, and mommy. This is what I love to see. Just 50 teams. So, I mean, he doesn't have, conditions built into him. So, hopefully, he would just remain exactly like that. So, I'm going to go to Evolution Blue Vegeta, and again, he still is kind of very similar to the STR Evolution Blue Vegeta. Like, this is, I guess, the Carnival LR is really an LR version of this guy. I do like his sticker, by the way. It does look pretty good. Remember, this was the first Evolution Blue Vegeta that was actually in Dokkan, by the way. So, I mean, he would be a super EZA, by the way, that would have a good super attack effect. 30% attack and defense. What about his 12 key here? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Because he's just, getting some attack, getting some defense. I don't have a problem with that. So, like, they could just give him a lot. If they really wanted to do right by STR Evolution Blue Vegeta, by the way, they would make him a tank. Because it's a secret problem for STR Evolution Blue Vegeta, and this is where people who don't know anything about me and don't listen to the shit I say will just go, what? That doesn't make sense. You're the dodge guy. But I'm not the dodge guy. I'm the defense guy. I'm the defense guy, man. STR Evolution Blue Vegeta's team has a major problem. And that's that no one could fucking go slot 1. Like, you do have to just put each UI Goku in slot 1 and pray. And that's all you could do. And that's not a fun or effective team. The Tournament of Power team, just calling it, sucks. It does. Like, it's terrible. Especially now that, like, Tech Vegeto exists. And, you know, we're going to get, you know, even stronger characters. It's like AGL UI Goku I've found to be pretty reliable, but Tech UI Goku is not. In a dodge or die scenario where he has to be slot 1 every single turn, right? Depending upon the fight, we can use Jiren's standby to get him in slot 1, but Jiren's full transformation is also not a good slot 1 character. So slot 1 is a major issue. So again, if they really wanted to help Blue Vegeta, they would allow this guy to be a defensive wall in slot 1, tanking, not dodging or anything. So that, it would be what I would hope. If we're going to help STR Evolution Blue Vegeta, he doesn't need like a shitty floater or something like that. He needs a character to get in front of him who could take hits. That's what STR Evolution Blue Vegeta needs. So, I mean, that's, you know, if we're going to go way, way past all these characters to Super EZA and go to Evolution Blue Vegeta, who's not even on the list yet, if we're really going to do that, do it for a reason and make him really help STR Evolution Blue. That's what I would want. That's what I would want. Now, this guy, I mean, let's just call this very simply. He's probably just going to be God level. I mean, one thing, you know, you could always get me with the STR Evolution Blue Vegeta. He is Rainbow Orb changing, right? And that's what this boy is doing. So, you know what team really could use this? Giant Ape Power. And you know what team this guy's on? Giant Ape Power. This guy would be a tremendous buff for this guy. So now we're talking about buffing the Part 1 LRs, giving them direct tools their teams need to compete and be good. That is a good thing. So, I mean, Vegeto has already gotten a Super EZA. I hate him, but he's an option you could run. These two, I mean, I would love for them to get their buffs right now. Because now is the perfect time to help STR Evolution Blue Vegeta, to help AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I have pretty good confidence that at some point, maybe, you know, this year, this guy's team will be very formidable. Remember that uncontrollable power the day it came out sucked. And now it's, you know, one of the more dominant categories we've got. So I would be very excited to see this guy EZA as well. I mean, if they really wanted to, you know, fondle us, what they could do as well is just let this guy EZA at the same time too. And then we have 2 elite options added straight to Giant Ape Power and potentially some other teams too. I mean, this guy, he's on Successors, which Gogeta's going to lead. This guy, is he on? He's on Earth Protecting Heroes. Right? They're both on both. So, like these guys with no, well, I mean, they do have this, but I don't, like, who cares? Goku, yeah, I remember. Yeah, this guy, he needed it more because it's defense, but it's just attack. Who gives a shit, right? Like, these guys coming back would be awesome right now. Awesome. So, let me know what you guys think, but it does look to me like these 3 are, I mean, bro, he said it, not me. I'm not just shooting out bullshit here, dude. He said it. Like, in the sequence where they're talking about this event, bro, I don't, maybe these equips right here aren't from the event, but that doesn't really make sense. I mean, these right here, you know, these are from the anniversary battle, these characters. He's telling us that they're going to EZA, man. Period. So, let me know what you guys think. But I'm very excited to see these 3 EZA. Oh, yeah.